The human body is an absolute marvel, packed with mysteries and wonders that you probably don't even realize are happening right now. I've got 7 amazing facts lined up that will totally change the way you think about your body. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be seeing your body in a whole new light. So stick around because these facts are about to blow your mind. First, please subscribe to Brain Blitz for more tips on your health. It means the world to us. Let's kick things off with your brain, the control center of everything you do. You might already know your brain is a pretty powerful organ, but did you know it literally generates electricity? That's right. Your brain produces enough electrical energy to power a light bulb. Imagine that! Every time you think, move, or even just breathe, your brain is firing off electrical signals at lightning speed, making sure everything runs smoothly. All that buzzing activity adds up, and if you could harness it, you'd have the power to light up a room, well, at least a small bulb. And here's the coolest part. This electricity isn't just powering your thoughts or memories. It's responsible for everything from moving your muscles to keeping your heart beating. Think about it. Every time you take a step, blink, or even scratch your head, there's a surge of electricity zipping around in your brain making it happen. It's like having a tiny power plant in your skull. Pretty wild, right? So next time you're lost in thought or simply moving through your day, remember, you're generating electricity all the time. Next up, let's talk about something that might surprise you: your bones. They might seem fragile when you break one, but here's the crazy part. Pound for pound, your bones are actually stronger than steel. That's right. If you compare a piece of bone and a piece of steel of the same size, the bone can handle more pressure before breaking. It's pretty wild when you think about it. Our skeletons might feel lightweight, but they are engineered to be tough, supporting our body's weight and withstanding the impact of everyday life. It's one of those things you don't really think about, but your bones are low-key superheroes. Now I know what you're thinking. If my bones are so strong, how do they break so easily? Well, even though they're stronger than steel, bones can still crack if you hit them at the wrong angle or with enough force. But the fact that they can withstand so much pressure, and that we don't just fall apart while running, jumping, or even carrying heavy objects, is a testament to how resilient they really are. Your bones are constantly regenerating and repairing themselves too. So even if you do get injured, they're already working on getting stronger again. Here's a fact that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. Your body actually glows. Yep, we humans emit small amounts of light, kind of like bioluminescent creatures. But here's the catch. It's not visible to the naked eye. This natural glow is due to biochemical reactions happening inside your body. Essentially, as your cells go about their day-to-day work, they produce tiny bursts of light, creating a soft glow. It's kind of like a super low-key light show happening all the time inside you. And here's a fun twist. Your glow is actually brightest in the afternoon. So while you may feel like you hit a slump around that time, your body is literally shining its brightest. It's not like you'll suddenly start glowing like a firefly, but hey, knowing we're all low-key glowing at different points during the day is pretty cool, right? It's one of those little quirks that makes our bodies even more fascinating. Who knew we were all walking glow sticks? Here's a fact that's not only fascinating, but also kind of fun. Your heart can sync up with the music you're listening to. Studies have shown that your heart rate can actually change depending on the tempo of the music you're playing. So when you're rocking out to a fast beat, your heart rate might pick up speed to match that rhythm. On the flip side, when you're listening to something slow and relaxing, your heart tends to chill out too. It's almost like your heart is dancing along with the music, keeping time with every beat. Want to test it out? Try listening to some upbeat, fast-paced tracks and then switch over to something super mellow and see if you notice how your heart feels. You might not feel the change instantly, but your body is definitely responding to the vibes of the music. It's like your heart has its own rhythm game going on, syncing up to match whatever soundtrack you've got playing. It's just another example of how our bodies are always interacting with the world around us, in ways we don't even realize. Your stomach is like a hardcore warrior. Did you know it's constantly protecting itself from being digested by its own acid? The acid in your stomach is seriously strong. In fact, it's powerful enough to dissolve metal. Crazy, right? But here's the cool part. To prevent your stomach from digesting itself, it has a clever trick up its sleeve. Every few days, the lining of your stomach completely regenerates. That fresh new layer acts like a shield, protecting your insides from the powerful acid that's breaking down your food. It's one of those things that's happening behind the scenes without you even realizing it. And here's why that regeneration is so crucial. Without it, that super strong stomach acid would wreak havoc on your own body. It's basically like your stomach has a self-repairing armor that keeps everything running smoothly. So every few days, you're growing a brand new stomach lining. It's kind of like getting a fresh coat of paint, except way more important. This constant cycle of regeneration helps keep your digestive system in check, letting you eat all your favorite foods without worrying about what's happening inside. Here's a fact that might make you rethink what your body is made of. You've got more bacteria inside you than actual human cells. Yep, you're walking around with trillions of bacteria living in and on you, outnumbering your human cells by quite a bit. But before you freak out, don't worry. Most of these bacteria are totally harmless, and in fact, they're really helpful. These tiny microbes play a big role in keeping your body functioning properly, especially when it comes to digestion, immunity, and even mental health. They're like tiny workers helping to keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. The bacteria in your gut, in particular, are super important for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. They're like your personal team of digestion assistants. Without them, you'd have a hard time getting the nutrients you need from your meals. So, even though it might sound weird to think about having more bacteria than human cells, you can actually thank them for helping keep you healthy. In fact, the gut is often called the body's second brain because of how much it influences your overall health. So, shout out to all those helpful bacteria that are working around the clock for you. Here's a fun fact that might surprise you. You're actually a little taller in the morning than you are at night. Yep, it's true. Throughout the day, as you walk, sit, and stand, gravity is constantly pulling down on your body, causing your spine to compress. Between your vertebrae are little discs that act like cushions, and over the course of the day, they get slightly squished, making you just a tiny bit shorter by the time you head to bed. But when you sleep, your body stretches back out, and the discs rehydrate and decompress, which is why you wake up a little bit taller. If you're curious, you can actually test this out. Try measuring yourself first thing in the morning, and then again right before you go to bed. You might notice a small difference in your height. It's usually not more than half an inch, but it's still pretty cool to think about. Your body is literally adjusting to the forces of gravity all day long. So if you've ever wanted to be a little taller, just make sure to take your height measurements in the morning. All right, now it's your turn. If you found these facts as mind-blowing as I did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Brain Blitz for even more fascinating content that'll keep you amazed. Plus, I want to hear from you. What was your favorite fact about the human body? Or maybe you've got a fun fact of your own? Drop it in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. So there you have it, 7 amazing facts about the human body that really show how incredible we are. From glowing in the dark, kind of, to having bones stronger than steel, our bodies are full of surprises. It's pretty wild to think about all the mind-blowing things happening inside us every day, right? So, which one of these facts surprised you the most? Was it the fact that you're taller in the morning, or maybe that your heart can sync up with music? I'd love to know, so be sure to drop your favorite fact in the comments. And hey, don't forget, your body is seriously a marvel, so treat it well. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay curious, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, and if you haven't seen it yet, check out our last video on 7 hacks to get smooth hair, the last one you won't believe. It's packed with tips you won't want to miss. Until next time, take care and keep learning.